For those that are struggling at the moment, not just with the world view, but what's happening at home, perhaps you've got issues around the farm that are bogging you down. We've got some sessions coming up that I spoke with Craig Midgley about. There's one of them coming up in Woodner. Craig, of course, works for the Woodner District Council. Are You Bogged Mate? Now, there will be one of these sessions coming up in Woodner, and I asked Craig to tell us all about them.
The session's it's a what they call a community outreach event, which is run by a federal group who come through, and as you said, they're all over the Eyre Peninsula next week, coming out to drought-affected areas really, and of which Woodner is still technically in drought, and they're coming out and doing a session with us here at the Woodner Hall next Thursday. And the beauty of this is, apart from having a great deal of resources about for farmers and farm communities and people across our district about resources about how to come through times of drought. They've got a guest speaker, Mary O'Brien, who developed the program called Are You Bogged Mate? And it's got quite a bit of attention, especially through Landline and Australian Story, and it's on the ABC. And it's a great session. I've heard people talk very highly about it, and it's on next Thursday, 6 o'clock at the Memorial Hall. Mary will be on board. There is a free barbecue going with it as well, which has been organised by the Rotary Club of Port Lincoln. They're putting that on. And the event's really targeted at the whole community, but the Are You Bogged Mate's really looking at blokes and getting blokes to talk about their mental health, blokes like you and me, getting them to, when they get bogged down a bit with all the issues that go on, especially when there's a drought or there's times are hard, and where you can go and how you can get help when you're bogged down with everything that's coming at you. So it's on next Thursday, 6 o'clock, and Mary will be on at 6 o'clock. And there's that free barbie from the Port Lincoln Rotary Club. It's going to be happening as well to come and catch up with a few mates and a few people in the community as well.
Rightio.
Definitely something to look out for.
Get your registered. You need to get your tickets for that, or how does that work?
No, you don't need tickets. It's a matter of rocking up, just turning up, and but we've got flyers and Facebook pages and advertising going out there. It's a good one to get to and support. We like to see these activities come to the community. If you're not doing anything that night, get down to it. And it's not only about Are You Bogged Mate, it's about catching up with people, having a bit of a chinwag, and seeing what's available that you might not know about, but might be of some assistance with how you run your lives. Yes,
and give you a bit of help when you need it the most. So check that out. Are You Bogged Mate? That's coming up Thursday, the 25th of February. Craig Midgley there from the Woodner District Council, and of course you can check that out via our podcast series as well. Are You Bogged Mate? Peter Treloar, actually, who we heard from earlier on in the program, the member for Flinders, spoke about these sessions himself. And we'll see if we can get that up on the podcast as well. Not just in Woodner, though, but across other parts of the Eyre Peninsula. I think there's 5 or 6 of them coming up. So register at one near you for our West Coast listeners and part of the Flow family. It is Country Viewpoint on Flow FM, and we're wrapping up the program next.